Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today, guys, we are going to be working outside on the Ford EcoSport. Not supposed to rain today, so I think we're going to get quite a dry day to get out there with that car because it's still not on its wheels and I still can't manoeuvre it around. It's very difficult to get it inside to work on it whilst it's raining. So I can only get it out there, really, when I've got dry days. So, yeah, it's just, it's one of them things, really. But I think today we can get it on its wheels today on the front. So, yeah, let's get out there. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, let's get out there, guys, and have a quick look around. I'll tell you what, you all absolutely love this car. And why not? Look at it. It's going to be a really, really nice car when I'm finished with this. For some reason, it just happens that I'm sort of moving upwards in like the size of the cars at the minute. It's just, yeah, one of them things. But I actually do like, do you know the Nissan Juke Nisma RS? I love those cars. The way they look is really smart. So you never know. I might try and see if we can win a Nisma RS Nissan Juke for the channel. Be interesting content, guys. But yeah, we're going to be working on that soon. Not today. Possibly tomorrow. Don't really know because I'll need to get that off the ramp first. So I might get that finished tomorrow. Get that can then go to the paint shop and sort out that quarter and the other quarter and paint it all up and stuff, and while we're working on this one on Monday. But for today we are on this. We need to get this pushed along. It's going to be a bit overcast, but it's going to be a dry day, I think. We might have to it's saying no rain basically, but if we have to run in undercover for a bit whilst it does rain, then we'll have to do that. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. I'll move this out of the way. We're going to get cracking on this. I need to get this back. As soon as a little bit of water hits this, look, it just rusts. But there's not much I can do about that apart from just sort of, clean it up again. Check it all. I've got to put the brake line on as well, so we can do that as well. Put that on, and then sort of just go through the motions, go through the process. We've got to get this off as well, so we'll get that, swap that over, and then we can get the wheels on. I want to just have a quick check on the other side as well. The brakes on this side. I want to strip this down and give them a good clean as well, and sort them out. Loads of tread on the loads of pad on the actual brake pads themselves. It just needs a clean up basically, and then put it all back together. So we're going to do that as well. The good thing about obviously having, I can tell now the way that this brake line goes. It goes like that, and then it hooks around and goes into the back of the actual caliper. It's just nice to see how the other side should be. That's why, I wanted to sort of take this wheel off and have a look at this side as well and just check. You can see the bracket here as well. I showed you this before, but that's the bracket that I got from Ford's. And yeah, I think I'm missing this corner here. I've got the rest of the trim. It's just this bit I'm missing. So I might have to find one, if not go to Ford's to pick one up. I don't know. But that's another video, guys. So today, yeah, I want to get these both sides sorted, wheels back on the ground, and then we'll see how far we get. So let me set you up. Let's get cracking and let's do this. Right, so guys, we're making some really good progress already so far this morning. So as you can see, this side is all done. I took it all apart, drilled it all off, you know, got all the rusty bits off, and yeah, it's all back together this side. So now we can then move on to the other side, but I just want to quickly show you what I found on this one. So as I'm looking at working away on this corner, I'm always sort of looking and checking and sort of, you know, going a little bit mad when it comes to looking at things and bits and pieces. And what I've noticed is that pipe there. Can you see it? And you can see that it's completely broke off there, and it goes around to the compressor, I believe. So I've really got to have a good look at this car underneath, just to make sure there's no other damage, no other breaks, no other... Yeah, I've really got to have a look at this one. So I want to get it on the ramp so I can have a look underneath. But straight away we need a pipe, which I think is here. Yeah, it's this top one here. It's air conditioning pipe. Is this one here? Fucking what a joke. That same, obviously I can't get it up. But something's obviously snapped it from underneath, because it's a sort of a whack at the bottom, didn't it, on the bumper. So yeah, little bit dodged that is, guys, but I've got to check to make sure that where the connector is to the other side, it hasn't done any damage to the actual compressor. I think it goes to the compressor. I can't quite see the other end, I've got to be honest. That's why I need to get it on the ramp. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you that, because it's something that we do have to address as well. Something else on this car. But it is what it is. We have to deal with it and get it changed and get it swapped over. I'll probably get one from Gala's. Actually, they'll probably have one. So yeah, let's move on to this corner. I've started to do a little bit of a clean up on it, and then put it all back together, put some copper grease on the covers and stuff. Literally was ready to put the caliper on, but this is obviously my new cable, brake line that goes into there, and that bit goes in like that. The trouble is that it grabs it for a couple of turns and then completely jams up and stops. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. So I don't want to force it. I'm going to speak to the mechanic at the end, see if he's got that. He's got like a tapping thing. You just wind it in, and it opens up the threads to what it should be. So I'm going to wait for him to do that, and then hopefully that should just fit straight in. Fingers crossed, and then we can get this back together as well. Sorry guys, I had to stop there. Someone wanted to chat again. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so we've still got to get this off as well, so we'll get that off, replace that. I want to have a little drill of this to see if I can get this bracket off. It's only a few spots. I think there's 4 up here, 2 on that bit, and then 2 there. Nothing there, and it comes around to here. Again, you've got 4, 2 up there, 2 at the bottom. So I think we should be able to get this off. So I'll get the drill out. Let's have a little go at getting this off. I won't throw this because we might need it for something, you know what I mean? Because obviously these bolts here, going through there, you might need something off of that. So yeah, we've got a few bits and pieces to do there whilst we wait for that to get sorted out. Then that can go on, then the wheel can go on, and then hopefully, guys, it will drop down on the floor the way it should be, and it will drive. But plus, obviously, we've got to bleed the braking system as well. So, I put the wheel on, didn't I? I need to bleed the brakes on the other side. Anyway, all right, let me set you up for now. Let's get cracking. Let's do what we can, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, it has taken a long time, but we have finally got this car on the ground, on its own wheels, and steering and driving. So, yeah, done the tank, took that off, didn't I? Drilled that off, so I'll just leave that like that. And done all the suspension work, everything's been buttoned up, everything's been done. The brakes have been bled. All that system's done as well. I've took off the aircon pipe that I showed you, which is here. So this is the top part, and that is the bottom part that goes there. So somehow that is snapped and broke. I don't know if it's done in an accident or previous accident, but it needs to get changed. So I'll get another one of them ones. Probably get that from Gala's. So yeah, we have got a light on the dash, which is that's the bonnet. You've got a bonnet light. Hold on, let me show you. There, bonnet light, handbrake, and then you've got that little dial thing there. Can you see it, like orange? But that's to do with the gear. I think it's gearbox temperature sensor, and that's why that's come up, because obviously I had to drop the gearbox oil out, and I think it just needs to, you know, reset, reprogram. It does need a service. It's coming up here like engine service now, so we'll do that. Bonnet's open. So yeah, most of the lights are gone. It's not flashing, guys. They're not flashing them lights. It's just where it's in the camera. But at least we've got an actual running and driving and moving EcoSport now. So yeah, the gearbox oil is in the actual gearbox, because I'll put it back in. But maybe it just needs to reset the temperature or whatever. It needs to go for a drive, but it's definitely got the oil inside the gearbox. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the Fiat 500 out and bring this into the workshop. So let me do that now, and I'll come back to you, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, it's in the workshop on the ramp. So yeah, thank God for that. It has taken a while, hasn't it? But we're there. We managed to get it on its wheels. So yeah, I need to go to Gala's really to get some bits and pieces. Do need some bits and pieces from this bumper as well. This is the one I've got. This needs painting, obviously. So we need to sort of put that up in place. But we are missing a fog light for that bit there. I think everything else is all right. So that's all right. That fog light's there. Believe it or not, this is actually as well as a fog light, it's a daytime running light, and I think they're about 50 quid. That's second hand. Imagine what I know. This grill, I believe, is okay, but I will check, as well as that grill at the top as well. I think it's okay. And I need that bottom trim taken off this piece here, which that disconnects from this piece here. So we need to take that off. So we do need a couple of bits from Gala's. And also, I want to get that air conditioning pipe as well. Where'd I put that? It's over here. So, yeah, let me go off, grab these bits from Gala's, guys, and I will come back, and then we're going to get cracking and continue with this. Because I've got the... Where's that wing? See, I've got these bits and pieces all over the place, because it's been such a long time now since I've got that this EcoSport. I did get it in, this is a greyish colour, and all I did was I painted the inside white, so that when I fit it, we can fit it onto the car, and then the body shop, the paint shop, can then, all they've got to do, I'm not going to be able to get it up there, am I? No, I'm not going to be able to get it up there. That's in the But yeah, I'm going to fit it up, and then all he's got to do is spray over the front edge, because the back edge and the leading edges, they've all been painted white. So yeah, that's kind of my normal thing really that I do. So that's got to go on. I know that it's obviously got to come off at the body shop and that sort of stuff, but you know, it's nice just to get it lined up, get it on, and then just have a look, see what it's like. So let me shoot off the galas. I'll come back, I'll set you up, and then we'll get cracking with this front end. Also, I'm going to see if they've got any these window wipers, because look how terrible they are. They are so bad. I don't know if that's a common issue and problem with these EcoSports, but look how bad they are. They just look horrible. Possibly could have took them off and painted them, but I think for what it is, I don't know if I can get a set for 20, 30 quid, I don't know, but I'll see what they've got down there. Yeah, so bear with me, guys, and I'll come back and we'll get cracking. See you soon. Right, okay, guys, I am back from galas. Yeah, I just want to see Darren over there, because Darren's last couple of days is today and tomorrow. So, yeah, he's a good lad, Darren. He does look after me when it comes to bits and pieces and parts and prices and stuff. So, it'll be a shame to see him go. But there's always, you know, there's someone else that's going to replace him, and there's going to be guys there helping me out and stuff. So, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, he managed to find the very last one they had, actually. And this is it. It's the daytime running light spotlight thing for the bumper. Couldn't do anything with the actual pipe on this one. The air conditioning pipe, didn't have it. Got loads of Fiestas pipes, but not for the EcoSport, unfortunately. And they don't, you know, just don't quite match the same. They're not the same sort of type of thing. So that's a shame. We're going to have to find that somewhere else. I did ask him for these window wipers, because they are absolutely terrible. And he said every time they've done an EcoSport, they bin them. They absolutely just throw them, bin them, because they're just rotten. So I don't know if it's worth taking them off and then giving them a paint up with some you know, rub them back a little bit, and then, you know, give them a nice coat. I've got some paint, actually. I might be able to just, because they just look terrible, don't they? Yeah, I might have some protection, paint protection I can put over them. There's no point going and getting another set, because another set is exactly, they just don't last. They just go rusty and horrible. So I think it's the actual paint that they've been used on. I'm not sure, but they definitely need some attention. We're going to be doing that. So yeah, we can carry on for the minute. Let me set you up. Let's get cracking and see what we can get done today. So let's do this. Right, guys, do you know what? We're making some really good progress now. It just shows you, doesn't it? So as you get it back on its wheels and you'll be able to move it around, it just don't take long. But don't get me wrong, I've had this wing for a little while now. I've painted it, you know, it's been sitting around, so I'm preempting what is to come, if you know what I mean. Like off camera, just ready so that we can then just put it all back on and get it over to the body shop and paint shop. The wing is not in the correct position. The gap is terrible, but this inner part in there needs to pull out. So even if I do get the gap right, it quite possibly will be wrong, because he still needs to do some work on pulling that on pulling that bit of seal and that bit of inner body work that needs to be pulled out, if you know what I mean. So I've got it the best I can. I've got a couple of bolts in, managed to get the headlight in place, bolted down as well. There was a little clip that was missing off the old wing. It was sitting in there. It was sitting there. So that's what I've used. Took that out, and now I've used that on the new wing, put it in place, and then that's what the light connects to. So we're able to get that headlight in place. Again, it's not bad with the bonnet lining up, but again, because of that needs straightening, that bit there and that inner part, it just I'll be fighting a losing battle, basically. I'll be trying to put it all straight and all back together, and it ain't, because there's certain things that need to be done before we line it all back up. So, but we are moving forward with this one, guys, really are. We need to get the bumper skin on the car, but to do that, I have to have a bracket. See, there's like a plastic bracket that runs underneath here and connects to the bumper itself. Now, I knew I needed one because of this, and it was completely smashed, gone, don't know where it's gone. So I knew I needed one, so I went and ordered one. This is it here. Again, main dealer. I'll tell you what, the prices at main dealers is crazy at the minute. So cheap. This was like £9. And second-hand ones, they want 25 quid, 20 quid breakers. Just shows you, doesn't it? So yeah, let's connect. I've got a pop rivet on as well. Pop rivet there. So we've got a pop rivet that on, drill out the other one, get that on, pop rivet both, and then we can hang the skin on the front, ready to go to the body shop and paint shop. So let's continue. Let's keep going. Let's get on with that. Get the bumper on. Happy days. We are definitely moving along nicely. Let's do this. Right, well. I think we're ready to go to the body shop and paint shop, guys. They can do their bit, and then we'll have it back, and then we'll continue getting this one done. But definitely got to go to the body shop now and have its bits done. We've got an engine management light on because I've got things disconnected. The gearbox oil light that's now gone off, and it's to do with temperature. So once that temperature in the gearbox oil reaches a certain point, it resets and shows that there's no problem. But we have got an engine management light on there, but that is to do with all the lights that I've disconnected, the air math flow sensor I've disconnected, all those bits and pieces. So yeah, once we get it to the back from the paint and body shop, we'll do all those bits and pieces, get all the lights in, clear the codes, go all over the car, check it all over, and continue putting this one back together. But what a result. Like, it just shows you, doesn't it? Like, just a few hours today, cracking on with this one, really just transforms the car, doesn't it? Within, like, you know, not long at all, really. So yeah, there we go. Right. So yeah, that can go to the paint and body shop. I don't know when he can book me in to get it done. Hopefully pretty soon. I think he wants do you know the white Fiat 500 we're doing? I think he wants that one on Monday morning. So this ain't going to go there probably till the end of next week, maybe middle of next week. Don't really know. I'll have to speak to him. The body shop first, and then I have to speak to the paint shop afterwards to get it all booked up. Because it goes from the body shop to the paint shop. So as soon as the body shop's finished, he then takes it to the paint shop for me, which ain't too far. It's only just down the road, but that's what he does. He helps me out and does that, you know. So yeah, so that is where we are, guys. That is going to be the end of today's video, because I can't really do anything else. There's no point taking off these window wipers. I might as well leave them on for now. When it gets back from having the paint done and the body parts done, then we'll take these off and then give them a clean up and a respray. I think that'll be the best thing for them to do for that. But yeah, there's still other bits and pieces to do on this one. I have started on the back. Let me show you. So do you remember there was a couple of dents here? So I've just started to do them. So we will probably get this done. I've got some spray in the same colour. So we'll probably have a go at this. I know a lot of you are going, whilst he's going to the paint shop, let him do it. But then, you know, I don't know. I'll have a chat with him. It all comes down to cost at the end of the day, doesn't it, really? So let's see what he says. But it is weird, these boots. They do open really strange, don't they? They open sideways like that. But I kind of like it. I think it looks smart. So that is going to be the end, guys, today. Tomorrow we'll be jumping on the Fiat 500 and pushing that along ready for Monday for it to go to the paint shop. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the end. I hope you enjoyed watching what I'm doing on this EcoSport. It is really coming along now. It's really taking shape. It's really coming together. And I'm super chuffed and happy with the way it is. So thanks for watching, and drop me a comment, guys, if you've got anything to say. Take care. I'll see you soon.